Imagine a life that spanned 3 centuries, a living bridge connecting the horse-drawn carriages of the 1800s to the smartphones of today. That was Nabi Tajima, the last known human born in the 19th century, whose extraordinary journey ended only when she was 117 years old. Hello everyone, welcome to Longevity's Secret. I want you to close your eyes for just a moment if you can. And now, I want you to imagine a world without cars, without airplanes, without television, without the internet, without even reliable electricity in most homes. A world where news traveled by word of mouth or slow-moving print, and life was governed by the rhythms of the sun and the seasons. Now open your eyes. The person I'm going to tell you about today was born into that world. Her name was Nabi Tajima, and she was truly a living bridge between centuries. Because Nabi Tajima was the very last known person on Earth to have been born in the 19th century. Nabi Tajima came into this world on August 4, 1900, on a small island called Kikaijima in Japan's Kagoshima Prefecture. Think about that, the year 1900. While our calendars flipped from 1899 to 1900, signaling a new century, she was just beginning her incredible journey. She was born into the late Meiji era of Japan, a time of profound change for her country as it rapidly modernized after centuries of isolation. Her life, especially in those early decades, was one of hard work and deep connection to the land. She married her husband, Nishi Tajima, who lived to be 95 himself. Together, they cultivated sugarcane and sesame, even running their own sugar processing factory. This was not a life of luxury or leisure. It was a life of physical labor, dedication, and building something with their own hands. And they built more than just a business. They built an enormous family. Nabi Tajima had 9 children, 7 sons and 2 daughters. And that, my friends, was just the beginning. By the time she passed away, her family tree stretched out to over 160 descendants, including great-great-great-grandchildren. Imagine the family reunions. Imagine the stories she could share with generations upon generations who had never known a world without the conveniences we take for granted. She was the absolute matriarch of an astonishing lineage. Now, whenever we hear about someone living to 117 years old, the first question everyone asks is, what was their secret? And Nabi Tajima's answer was wonderfully simple, yet profound. She attributed her longevity to 2 things: eating delicious things and sleeping well. Think about that for a moment. Not some exotic superfood, not a grueling exercise regimen, but joy in her meals and peaceful rest. It speaks volumes about the Okinawan and general Japanese approach to life. A balanced diet rich in local produce, fish, and fermented foods, eaten mindfully, perhaps following the hara hache bunmi philosophy of eating until 80% full. And the importance of quality sleep for rest and rejuvenation, something we often undervalue in our fast-paced lives. She also enjoyed Mickey, a local fermented drink, and even at 117, she loved to move her hands to the rhythm of traditional Japanese music, showing a continued zest for life. Nabi Tajima didn't just live a long time, she lived through everything. She witnessed 2 world wars, the Great Depression, the invention of the automobile, the airplane, the television, the space race, the rise of computers, and the dawn of the internet age. She saw Japan transform from an imperial nation into a modern, democratic society. The sheer scope of change she experienced in her 117 years is almost incomprehensible to us. She saw the world literally change before her eyes over and over again. In her later years, she moved into a nursing home where she remained active and engaged. And in September of 2017, the world truly took notice. With the passing of another supercentenarian, Nabi Tajima officially became the world's oldest living person. She held that title for 7 months, becoming a global symbol of incredible human endurance. When Nabi Tajima passed away in April of 2018, at the age of 117 years and 260 days, it marked the end of an era. With her passing, the last verified link to the 19th century was gone. She was the final whisper from a time that now exists only in history books and old photographs. Her story is never just about extreme age. It's about resilience, about the power of family, about finding joy in simple pleasures, and about living a life that spanned an astonishing arc of human history. Nabi Tajima reminds us of the incredible capacity of the human spirit and the enduring connection we all share to the past, even as we race towards the future. We have talked about Nabi Tajima, this incredible woman who lived to be 117, the voice from the 19th century. Her life was not just a collection of years, it was a testament to human resilience and joy. But beyond the fascinating facts, what can we here today truly learn from her extraordinary journey? What lessons can we take from a life that spanned over a century and a quarter and apply to our own, right here, right now? Lesson 1: the power of simple pleasures and balance. Eat delicious, sleep well. First, let's go back to her famous secrets. Eating delicious things and sleeping well. At first glance, it sounds almost too simple, right? But there's profound wisdom in it. It's not about restrictive diets or endless hours in a gym. It's about finding joy and balance in the fundamentals of life. How often do we rush our meals, barely tasting them? How often do we sacrifice precious sleep for another hour of scrolling or working? Nabi Tajima reminds us that true well-being comes from nourishing our bodies with food we enjoy mindfully and allowing our minds and bodies the restorative power of rest. My challenge to you is this: can you rediscover the delicious in your everyday meals? Can you prioritize a truly restful night's sleep tonight? It's not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years by truly experiencing and appreciating these basic, vital acts. Lesson 2: the unbreakable strength of connection. Her family. Secondly, consider her family, over 160 descendants. Nabi Tajima was at the heart of an immense, multi-generational network. This is not just a demographic statistic. It's a powerful lesson in the strength and necessity of human connection. In our increasingly digital world, it's easy to feel isolated even when surrounded by people. Nabi Tajima's life reminds us that deep, meaningful relationships with family, friends, and community are not just nice to have. They are essential for our emotional, mental, and even physical health. They provide support, meaning, and a sense of belonging that no amount of material wealth can replace. Let's be motivated to invest more deeply in our relationships. Pick up the phone, visit a loved one, volunteer in your community. Nurture those connections that enrich your life and give it profound purpose. Because ultimately, what truly matters are the people we share our journey with. Lesson 3: the art of adaptability, witnessing immense change. Third, imagine living from the age of horse-drawn carriages to the age of AI. Nabi Tajima witnessed more technological, social, and political change than perhaps any human before her. She lived through wars, economic depressions, and societal transformations that would overwhelm many of us. Yet she persevered. This teaches us the incredible power of resilience and adaptability. Life throws curveballs. Plans change, the world evolves whether we're ready or not. Nabi Tajima shows us that embracing change, finding ways to navigate challenges, and maintaining a spirit of curiosity about the evolving world are vital for thriving, not just surviving. Let's embrace change, not fear it. Let's view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, to adapt, and to find new strengths within ourselves. Your ability to bend, not break, is one of your greatest assets. Lesson 4: perpetual engagement and joy in the simple things. Finally, even in her later years, confined to a wheelchair, Nabi Tajima still enjoyed moving her hands to music. She found joy in simple activities. This highlights the importance of continuous engagement and finding joy in the everyday. Life is not about reaching a destination and then stopping. It's about the continuous journey, finding things that stimulate your mind, uplift your spirit, and bring you simple happiness, regardless of your age or circumstances. Be motivated to keep learning, keep engaging, and keep seeking joy. Find your music, whether it's a hobby, a passion, or simply appreciating the beauty around you. Never stop being curious, never stop connecting, never stop finding reasons to smile. Conclusion: Nabi Tajima's story is not just about how long she lived, but how she lived. It's a powerful reminder that while we can't control every aspect of our lifespan, we can control how we nourish our bodies, how we connect with others, how we adapt to change, and how we find joy in the moments we are given. So, let her incredible life inspire you. Go forth, eat delicious things, sleep well, cherish your connections, embrace change, and find joy in every day. Because a life well lived like Nabi Tajima's is truly the greatest legacy of all. Thank for watching, like and share this video with someone you love. See you next video.